What's good, family? Welcome back to the channel. First thing is first, we always need to make sure we do not lose sight of God, because there's so many things within this world when it comes to social media, the news, the music, and everything like that the devil's really using to corrupt and twist people's perceptions, realities, and belief about the true existence of God. So when we watch this video right here, basically showing and exposing how the devil is using the media to really corrupt people's minds, is not to really focus on the devil too much. It's just to be aware of it, but we cannot lose sight and focus of God, because that's what's going to keep us on the right track. You feel what I'm saying? So without further ado, let's get straight into this. It's another video by Shattered Paradise. I reacted to one of their videos recently, about like 2-3 days ago. It's an hour-long video. I want to drop it for you guys, but it somehow got yellow marked. You know, YouTube can get really strict, I guess, when you're just talking about things that are touchy when it comes to the truth. You know what I'm saying? If it's going against them, they don't want to do it. So it's yellow marked right now. I'm just waiting for that one to get not yellow marked, so I'll drop that one too. But we're gonna get into this one. This one seems very interesting. Let's see what's going on. Make sure you do subscribe and turn on post notifications so you can catch when that one drops.
Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? And the people not be afraid. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
Dreams.
Dreams.
American dreams.
Wake up.
Shalom, family. Welcome to Shattered Paradigm. The United States of America is still the world's #1 superpower, and its media still stands as the most influential force which dominates, molds, and guides the collective psyche and imagination of mankind.
It's very true.
And now, the spellcasting magicians behind the American media machine are rolling out a new cachet of liberal, lethal programming that the masses will voluntarily download into the cultural operating system of the world. Their new programming is a cyanide pill soaked in serpent serum, wrapped in a pretty package of proper pronouns and politically correct social justice slogans.
And I want to mention this for YouTube purposes, just so it follows all guidelines. Everything in this video right here is just beliefs, and it's just a belief system. You know, freedom of speech. Let's get into it.
And what is the overall message? Defile yourself, join the crowd, and sully your soul.
And not only do they want you to destroy your soul, but the souls of your children. So Disney is now targeting kids as Pride Month approaches. The multinational megacorporation Disney is peddling a colorful array of Pride products for kids. Disney Parks tweeted, quote, "The countdown to Pride Month is on, with a colorful array of Pride products available now. Plus, the Walt Disney Company is giving funds as part of our ongoing commitment to organizations around the world that support LGBTQ+ communities," end quote.
You see, these heathenistic social engineers are aware that the most effective psychological conditioning is that which influences the young and impressionable while their mind is still in the early developmental stage.
Okay, so the corporate behemoth Disney is promoting this agenda, while at the same time, anyone with a biblical perspective is being censored and banned. I wonder what some of the other media giants are promoting. Here we go again, more of the same. I wonder why they don't show any commercials for a Bible group, since they're constantly shouting diversity and inclusivity. Oh, I see. The inclusivity that they're talking about only extends to groups who practice slightly different forms of do-what-thy-will, Satanism. Uh-oh, wait a minute, maybe I spoke too soon. The mainstream media put out a story about a Christian artist who is a singer-songwriter.
If you recently looked toward the top of the iTunes Christian music charts, you might have seen an album titled Preacher's Kid, which seems to fit right in with all the other music in the genre. But you'll also see something surprising, a parental advisory for explicit lyrics. And what you'll hear is a message about faith told through the voice of a queer artist named Semler. I spoke with the singer. They hope more LGBT voice of a queer artist.
I mean, just on the cover, it says unholy demons.
Artist named Semler. I spoke with the singer. They hope more LGBTQ representation in the genre will change hearts and minds.
Oh, what a terrible honor it's been to learn that my blessings are things and Paul's sins.
Grace Semler Baldridge is quickly rising to the top of the Christian music scene, even spending a few days in the top spot on the iTunes Christian chart. The album Preacher's Kid is Semler's debut, a labor of love written entirely during the pandemic.
I would describe it as a quarantine baby. I had a bunch of thoughts. I wanted to get things out of my system, so it sounds kind of grungy. It's like acoustic grunge in a God-honoring way, I guess.
It's not your typical Christian album. Semler's faith is explored with a lot of honesty and the occasional curse word.
I know many of the most Christ-like people have thrown down a holy F-bomb now and again.
Your album is called Preacher's Kid. Are you a preacher's kid?
I am indeed. My dad is an Episcopal priest. I grew up in the rectory. I played a lot of pranks around the church growing up. That was very much my upbringing.
Well, Dad was welcoming and accepting when Semler came out. Is this a wake-up call for the Christian music industry to say, hey, there is a desire, there is a thirst for music that maybe doesn't sound like what you typically hear?
Actor Elliot Page has made history. Page is the first transgender man to appear on the cover of Time magazine. The actor announced he is transgender and identifies as non-binary back in December. He also sat down with the magazine for his first interview since that announcement. The Juno star said the pandemic gave him time to accept his gender identity and to fully become who he is. The magazine hits stands this Friday.
The story everybody's talking about this morning, that big rebrand of Mr. Potato Head. The classic children's toy now has a gender-neutral name, and this morning, as you can imagine, the reaction is pouring in.
Good morning, Cecilia. Hasbro is joining a list of companies that are now rebranding products in an effort to be more inclusive.
Mr. and Mrs. You gotta keep them together because they're madly in love.
But sprouting up this fall, get ready for simply Potato Head, the Hasbro company rebranding with a gender-neutral name, set to release a create-your-own Potato Head family set. That'll include 2 large potato bodies, a small child potato, and 42 different accessories, which will allow children to mix and match and create the family structure they want.
An upcoming children's program at Rocky River Library has some parents up in arms.
Sure does. It's called Drag Queen Story Hour. Kids of all ages can listen virtually to a local drag performer, read books, and sing songs about acceptance.
The Biden administration.
Kids of all ages.
Is allowing the return of pride flags as a present at U.S. embassies. An internal State Department cable sent to U.S. missions says U.S. embassies can again allow for the LGBT plus flag to fly on flagpoles along with the stars and stripes.
Now on Caitlyn Jenner, launching her bid for governor of California with a brand new ad. The former Olympian and reality TV star is giving ABC a first look.
Caitlyn Jenner is poised to be the most prominent Republican on the ballot anywhere in the country this year, and the most high.
You gotta think about it, bro. These Jenners have really been setting the standard and the influence for culture like so heavily. Like since Kim got her everything done, since Kim and Kylie got the lips done and butts done, man, the percentages of girls that are doing it now, it's almost like it's actually normal at this point. Same as that thing that happened with Caitlyn Jenner. What do you see now? More people coming out as a different, switching. So you gotta see the influence that's playing. It's sometimes not even just our thoughts. It's the influence being placed upon the people's minds.
Profile trans woman ever to run for political office.
California needs a disruptor, a compassionate disruptor.
This morning, reality TV star, gold medalist, and activist Caitlyn Jenner is kicking off her bid for governor of California, debuting her first campaign ad exclusively to ABC News.
California is facing big hurdles. Now we need leaders who are unafraid to leap to new heights.
He does not want to finish second in this race. He wants the world record.
Who are unafraid to challenge and to change the status quo.
Well, maybe the mainstream media has a story about church that promotes our values.
Earlier this year, a local district committee of the United Methodist Church confirming a gay man as a candidate for ordained ministry. Peoria native and Illinois Wesleyan student Isaac Simmons making history in the church and the first step in a long process. I show you why. He says the validation is life-saving and life-giving for the LGBTQ community.
Welcome to Hope United Methodist Church.
Hope Church in Bloomington is an inclusive church.
We wanted this to be a place for absolutely everyone.
It's a controversial topic, something the church is considering splitting over. But Isaac Simmons is breaking barriers within the Methodist Church.
Currently, the United Methodist Church.
Wait, hold up. They wanted the church to be for everyone, so they had a drag queen become the pastor? Am I getting this right? That's some heck of a logic, bruh. What kind of logic is this?
Splitting over, but Isaac Simmons is breaking barriers within the Methodist Church.
Currently, the United Methodist Church says that a self-avowed practicing homosexual is incompatible with the teachings of Christ.
He's now on a path for leadership within the church.
They're saying this person is being called to ministry and has our approval to receive the United Methodist support.
He says he wasn't expecting the United Methodist Church's blessing.
It means so much to be seen and validated.
His beliefs bring him close to the religion.
Creating spaces where everyone, regardless of their identities, orientations, can be and can exist without question or without even an inkling of, am I welcomed here?
His discovery of Hope Church is more unique.
It happened at a drag show.
Now, drag is a passion, and Miss Pentecost is possibly the first drag queen certified in the United Methodist Church, too.
Expect to be pushed a little in your understanding of what church can be.
Penny says songs, sermons, and spirituality while wearing wigs and full makeup on Drag Sunday is a way to reclaim faith, too.
To be able to see yourself in a system that celebrates a divine allows you to see the divine in yourself.
Simmons says he wants other LGBTQ community members to know they're loved.
However,
hey, bruh, anyone that has just cracked open the Bible and read the New Testament is not gonna buy this right here. Like, come on, like what? Like, but the reality though is that this right here is actually deceiving a lot of people to be like, yo, this is right, and it's not even like specifically to target that community. It's basically you can't have a pastor up on stage talking about how you could just have sex, like promoting having sex with as many girls as you want, promoting girls like to just have sex with as many guys as you want. It's a sin. That's what Christ says. It's a sin, and the same exact thing for that community. So it's like there's a level of being self-aware of the wrong that we're doing, recognizing we need a savior. You feel what I'm saying? But not being proud of it. There's a big difference there.
Wherever you are in life, wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you identify as, you are enough.
And says it's a privilege to be accepted and supported by the church.
I'm so confused. Was that a pastor though?
All right.
Or just a member?
At this point,
if it was just a member, that's more, anyone's welcome to the church, 100%. Anyone's welcome to any church. Because at the end of the day, we're all sinners. We all sin. But being a pastor is very different. Like, who are you leading and where are you leading them to?
it seems pretty obvious. We're all being force-fed a bunch of talentless musicians, actors, pastors, and inappropriate children's clothes. But you might ask, are they really truly targeting our children with some kind of degenerate agenda? Now that can't be true, right?
Musical guest, Lil Nas X.
Wow. I remember Elmo
Sesame
too.
Street is a perfect example of the mainstream media's MO.
Elmo was
Because
my
when
guy.
we watch the show, all we see is the puppet. We never see the puppet master.
Lil Nas X is an industry plant, a talentless puppet, one of many who's placed in the forefront of a multi-billion-dollar eugenics machine that lurks in the shadows and slithers behind the curtain.
Rob Stringer is the chairman of Sony Music Group and CEO of Sony Music Entertainment. He is also simultaneously CEO of Columbia Records, which is the label that hatched the entire Lil Nas X plot from beginning to end, including the entire phony backstory that he was just some kid who put out a song on his own that organically went viral and then the label picked him up.
All lies, all fake news and propaganda. This kid was mentally, physically, and spiritually groomed by this pervert label from the beginning.
You see, Rob Stringer and his multi-billion-dollar army of producers, writers, art directors, set designers, and special effects teams are cunning hunters. They engineered a bottleneck trap to ensnare specifically your average well-meaning and responsible so-called African-American parent. Because if you are a so-called African-American parent living in this current culture, and you go to YouTube Trending, BET, MTV, or any mainstream media entertainment platform, there are literally zero representations of young black entertainers who are not singing or rapping about promiscuity, twerking, or shooting their own people in the face.
The brilliant people at Columbia Records knew that if they put out one semi-wholesome song with at least no overt references to guns or promiscuous sex, then African American parents would flock and rush to it in an attempt to show their children a decent representation of someone who used their talents in a non-destructive way to make it.
Because everything else geared to so-called African Americans is genocidal and poisonous. These media corporations are run by a cabal of Luciferian globalists who present themselves as well-meaning socially progressive liberals, but behind closed doors, they conspire with governments, royal families, and international banking cartels on how to more effectively program the general population, and especially the Israelites, to embrace a culture of death.
Rob Stringer doesn't care that no one in the black community likes this Lil Nas X song or video. He doesn't care that no one's gonna buy this ridiculous garbage, as long as him and his social engineer buddies can continue to broadcast the image of the Israelite man as the most base and degenerate, evil group on the planet.
Wow. Wow.
They spent tons of money producing this elaborate video, and they don't care if they lose the money because it's worth it to them if they could continue to destroy the image of the Israelites.
Well, hey!
Hi!
How are you?
Good. I'm so nervous, but how are you?
Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union's daughter couldn't help but be a little starstruck when meeting one of her idols. Zaya Wade fanned out over Michelle Obama this week when the pair teamed up for a virtual chat about the former First Lady's best-selling memoir, Becoming. And the teen admitted she was nervous to realize such a long-standing dream of hers was coming true. What's going on? Tell me, what's on your mind?
I'm just nervous, but really excited.
Don't be nervous.
It's like I'm meeting an idol. I'm literally meeting an idol. But just preparing for this moment for so long.
13-year-old Zaya asked Michelle what advice she has for young people who want to follow her example of pursuing their dreams with inspiring confidence. And Michelle confessed that she thinks Zaya is the one delivering an important message of empowerment.
I mean, I am just so proud of you, being just an amazing role model and embracing your truth.
Being just an amazing role model and embracing your truth.
Zaya's famous parents shared their love and support for her milestone in the comments section, with Gabrielle calling the teen such a star. The duo clearly get along like besties and enjoy some epic collabs of their own.
Name one other young African-American boy that the mainstream media is praising and putting on a pedestal as a role model that doesn't wear a dress.
But it's not just our image that they want to destroy.
Okay, Daddy, Dr. Elmo says you're healthy.
Oh, well, thank you. Our children and families want us to be...
They about to ruin Elmo for me. I used to watch Elmo when I was younger. That used to be my guy for some years, probably from like 3 to 5. Let's see what they're about to do.
Healthy. That's why I and lots of other grown-ups got the COVID-19 vaccine, so we can stay healthy and get back to the moments we miss, like seeing our friends and family.
Here you go, Daddy. For a healthy checkup, a sticker.
Oh, thanks, son.
With free COVID-19...
Hold up. We can't be saying that word on YouTube. They be cracking down.
Since the days of Noah, there has not been such an all-out assault on the genetic integrity of mankind. In closing, we must pray that we be granted the spiritual discernment and Holy Spirit inspired vigilance so that we will be able to see things as they truly are and not just as they appear to be.
Wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lusts of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of God into a lie, and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause God gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was meet. And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind, to do those things which are not convenient, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of God, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, who knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them.
Alright, that's the end of this video right here. They're just gonna play like a trailer for another video that they have. But look, like I said, you're able to see right here how it's being pushed to confuse people. Like just the most basic thing. Like the most basic thing of our existence, you would think used to be a man and a woman. But now, a lot of people are confused just on that topic alone. You go on college campuses, you ask people just about a man and a woman, they don't have answers. people who are graduating from college don't even have a direct answer of what a man or a woman is. And it's like, yo, bro, you would think something like that would just be, just kind of preschool. But that's where the confusion is lying. They just want people to be confused. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure you do smash the like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one the same way you're going to catch me in the next one. Peace. Love y'all.